Pick your favorite. Who's going to win it? Here we go. Sadger jumps out to the early lead. Heath and McFeeters get together. McFeeters is going to come out with the second spot. McFeeters runs in second. Heath goes off the top. So does Andrew Sullivan as they come out of turn number 4. Yellow flag. And all of that is going to door, wheel to wheel, out of turn 4, green flag back in the air. Jeremy Sadger jumps out to the early lead. Heath on the top shelf. McFeeters on the bottom. That's the battle for second. McFeeters got a good run off turn 2. Heath powers back on the outside. McFeeters is going to drive it in deep into 3 and 4. He's going to slide up and close the door off turn number 4. Put Sean McFeeters into the second spot. Jeremy Sadger leads. Sean McFeeters runs in second. Then it's Glenn Heath and Bob Dooley. Dustin Danke rounds out your top 5. Single file through the top 5. The battle's for 6th between Danke and LZ Kipp. They go single file now through turns 3 and 4. Sean McFeeters right on the back door, though, of Jeremy Sadger into turn number 1. McFeeters goes to the bottom. Sadger works the top shelf. McFeeters looking inside as they go into turn number 3. Sadger works the middle. McFeeters a half a groove below him as they come out of turn number 4. Can't quite get it done that time. It'll stay Sadger, McFeeters, Heath, Dooley, and Carlisle, your top 5. Battle for 7th now between LZ Kipp. He's going to go off the top of 3 and 4. No, he saves it. He'll stay on the racing surface. Keith Hiller slides into that 6th spot. Bob Cundiff goes around in the bottom side of turn number 2. He'll whip that thing into the infield so we can stay green. McFeeters gets a great run on Jeremy Sadger going into turn 3, but he's got to check up. Whoa, trouble. Dustin Danke goes around in the middle of turns 3 and 4. That's going to bring out the first caution, second caution flag of tonight's street stock feature event. Down the back straightaway as they pick it up. Green flag back in the air. Single file through the top 8, 9 spots. The battle is for 9th between Levi Collins and John Reeve. McFeeters all over the back door of Jeremy Sadger. McFeeters does have the faster car. He just can't get around him out of the corner. Battle for 3rd now. Dooley to the inside of Heath off turn number 2. They tuck it back into line. You could lay a blanket over the top 5 cars right now. They're all bottlenecked up behind your leader, Jeremy Sadger. McFeeters runs the middle. He's leaving the top side open. He'll tuck back into line down the backstretch. Glenn Heath had that car kick sideways halfway down the backstretch. He's not getting the power to the ground. Watch those top 5 cars. They are all evenly matched as they come out of turn 2. McFeeters got a wheel up next to Sadger, but Sadger pulled him off the corner. Now McFeeters stays to the inside in 3 and 4, checks up and thinks better of it, gets back into line. Glenn Heath now trying to put himself to the outside of that 99M. McFeeters works the middle now. Dooley to the inside of Heath, and Carlisle was to the inside of Dooley. They were 3 wide for 3rd. Off turn number 4, crossed flags, 10 laps up, 10 laps down in this street stock feature event. McFeeters working the middle, is able to pull right up to the rear quarter panel of Sadger, but can't quite get him cleared. Into 3 and 4. Still single file through the top 7 cars. They've got a breakaway right now. 7-car breakaway. McFeeters with a good run to the inside of Sadger through turns 1 and 2. Trouble for McFeeters. He goes off the backstretch. That'll move Dooley into the 2nd spot. Glenn Heath is 3rd. Carlisle 4th. Keith Hiller has the 5th spot. LZ Kipp is 6th. Sean McFeeters back to 7th. Sadger leads. Now it's Bob Dooley right on the back door as they go through 1 and 2. Dooley looks to the inside. He gets a good drive off the corner. Pulls up right alongside Jeremy Sadger down the backstretch. They make contact going into turn number 3. They rub door fenders. Jeremy Sadger keeps the lead as they come up on lap traffic into turns 1 and 2. Steve Webb is going to hold him up. That's going to allow Dooley to go to the inside through turns 1 and 2. Bob Dooley gets the top spot. Uses Webb as a pick. Move Bob Dooley into the lead. Steve Webb right in the way of these lead cars. Bob Dooley is now at the point. Jeremy Sadger runs in 2nd. Glenn Heath is 3rd. Matt Carlisle runs in 4th. Keith Hiller is 5th. LZ Kipp runs 6th. And Sean McFeeters has that 7th spot. Battle for 6th. McFeeters to the inside of Kipp. Move McFeeters up to the 6th spot. Dooley still sets the pace. Sadger runs 2nd. Glenn Heath is 3rd. 4th is Carlisle. 5th is Glenn Heath. Or make that Keith Hiller. Battle for 2nd now. Glenn Heath to the inside of Sadger going into 3. Sadger pinches him down to the inside. Sadger bobbles. Now it's 3 wide for 2nd spot off turn 4. Carlisle to the outside. White flag in the air. Good racing for 2nd spot. Now Carlisle goes over the edge. That's going to allow Heath back underneath of him. Hiller looked there too. Can't quite get it done. Meanwhile, off turn number 4, checkered flag in the air for your feature winner, Bob Dooley. 2nd spot goes to Glenn Heath. Matt Carlisle brings home 3rd. Put Keith Hiller in the 4th spot. Jeremy Sadger 5th. And Sean McFeeters in the 6th spot. 5th time this season, Bob Dooley. I'm down here in Victory Lane after another feature win.
Yeah, I tell you what, that was a good one. It was taking rubber. I was having a hard time to get a bite at the beginning of it, but I love.
We could lay a blanket over the top 7 cars there at the beginning of that race. Sadger had the top spot. McFeeters in 2nd. Nobody could really get a good run coming off 2. Talk about what it took to get around Sadger.
When McFeeters had his, I don't know what happened to Sean, but when he slowed up, it got Glenn held up a little bit, and that's what I needed. Then when I got to Sadger, I knew it was just a matter of time to follow and wait for him to make a mistake.
Off last week from being down here in Victory Lane. What's it like to be back?
I love it.
There you go. What was that?
I don't like being back in 8th or so. I don't mind 2nd, I don't mind 3rd, but you know what? You're going to lose sometime, and I don't mind it.
But nonetheless, he's back here for the 5th time this season. Tonight's Street Stock feature winner, Bob Dooley.